Good morning, this is Aislinn.
And I'm Taylor Kaufman. We are coming to you live from the WSMS studio. Please give your attention to Alex for the pledge.
Good morning. Please join me in a moment of silence. Please stand and face the flag for Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Remember to show respect, make a difference, and set the bar high. Have a great day. Now back to the announcers.
Now here are today's announcements. For lunch today, we'll be having pepperoni pizza slice, grilled chicken sandwich, barbecue beef sandwich, whole kernel corn, and strawberries. Now to Taylor for the rest of the announcements.
Student Council, please plan to meet on Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock in the seminar room. We will be discussing the tours for incoming 5th graders, so please plan to attend. Now for a special announcement.
Switch the camera over. All right. Good morning, Schmucker Middle School. We're going to do a quick little recognition and celebrate the success of our 8th grade girls basketball team. So everybody in their classrooms right now, give them a big round of applause. So if you did not know, these girls have worked tirelessly over the last 2 years. They were conference and Big 11 tournament champions as 7th graders, and also repeated and were Big 11 and conference champions as 8th graders. So I want to congratulate this great group of students for representing our school with pride. I was able to go watch them last week perform well and just show great sportsmanship and represent our school with pride. So girls, congratulations on a wonderful career at Schmucker Middle School. We wish you the best. And here are your awesome trophies, so lift them up.
Yay!
So good luck to you. And now back to the desk.
Hey, good morning. Mr. McMillan here real quick. Just want to do a real quick announcement. We are going to switch seats at lunch today. So to get down to lunch, get there quickly. You don't need to run. Remember, I can only go 12 people per table. I'm not going to save spots either. There's 12 seats per table. We'll do that today for the rest of the year. Have a good Monday.
Thanks for joining us.
Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Coach Seth here, and it's time for another 5-Star Life upgrade. Oh my goodness. I know some of you have enlarged your vision from last week. I think you're taking steps, you've mapped out a vision, and hopefully you're starting to make the sacrifices to get there. Listen, sacrifice, we defined it last week, I'm going to do it again, is giving up something now for something more important later on. Or giving up something I want to do to help somebody else win and live a 5-star life. Now, today I want to talk to you about upgrading your vision for your education. And I know when I said that, some of you, it's so interesting how in this country, when we talk about academics or school or education, it's just like half of us just kind of slump over like, oh, we're going to get the education talk. And listen, it's too bad because we all know it's the key to our future success. But ultimately, see, I believe this. Some of you who are sitting there thinking that it's probably because you're struggling in a class or two, or maybe your family's never done good in school. But I want to say this. I believe that you are one sacrifice away from being a great student. One sacrifice away from being a good student. And guess what? Students all over the world wish they could have the educational opportunities that you have. They wish they could live in this incredible place called the United States of America, where there's opportunity to make your own destiny. We talked about vision last week. My question is, how big is your vision for your education? True story about Sam, who was from Africa, is actually one of our 5-Star Life coaches. He, like millions of people across the world, they envy the opportunities that we have in America. He grew up as a shepherd, herding flocks of goats, protecting them from wild animals, lions. I mean, it's just crazy story. He's told me so many of them. But he came to America for an opportunity at age 15. Speaking zero English, he met with school officials and They gave him some bad news. They said, listen, it's going to take you forever. I mean, we applaud that you want to get an education in our school, but it's going to take a long time. He responded through an interpreter. He said, I want to graduate on time with my class. School officials looked at him and said, that's not going to happen. He responded by saying, what do I need to do to make it happen? In other words, I'm willing to make whatever sacrifices I need to make to get there because I have a vision to graduate on time. School officials laid out a plan. They said, first, you have to go to school and never miss a day. After school's out, you need to go to our night school to take night classes because you're so far behind. You have to study the English language. In the summertime, when everybody else is on break, you'll need to be here for both sessions of summer school and night school. Sam heard the news. School officials thought he'd be, disappointed or sad, thought he'd give up. He said, I'll do it. He made a decision because of the vision he had to make those sacrifices. 4 years later, Sam made sacrifice after sacrifice. Didn't play sports, didn't hang out, didn't get to go to parties, didn't get to do any of the fun stuff. You know what he did? He made sacrifice after sacrifice and invested in his education. And in June, when the rest of his classmates walked across the platform to get his diploma, guess what? Sam was there, cap and gown. Listen, I believe every one of you is one sacrifice away from being a Coach Sam. One sacrifice away from being a great student. See, the lie is that you're not a good student, that you're too dumb. See, it runs in the family. You might even hear that from family members. Don't try so hard. You're not going to do very good at school. We weren't very good at school. Listen, what vision do you have for your education? What vision do you have for your future? I believe you can attain it. Several years ago, when my son was about 3 years old, I made breakfast for him. I made a bowl of oatmeal for him, and I brought him in, sat him down in his high chair, pushed the chair in, and he peeked in, looked in the bowl, and he saw oatmeal. And when he saw oatmeal, something in his brain freaked out because what he wanted Cheerios, honey, and milk. And so when he saw the oatmeal in there, he put his feet up on the table, cute little stubby toes, and pushed his little feet back, and his chair went sliding back, and he started screaming and said, "No oatmeal! Cheerios, honey, milk!" And I looked at him, and I said, "Jordan, you're going to have oatmeal." And I slid him up there, and he looked in the bowl again. He said, "No oatmeal! No oatmeal!" And he started slamming his hands on the table, protesting, saying, "No oatmeal! Cheerios, honey, milk." That's what he called milk. And then he proceeded to get out of the chair and march around the kitchen like a little madman, like a little monkey. And, as a dad, it's like, at that stage when you're 3 years old, it's a little bit cute, it's kind of funny. But of course, as a good father, I wanted to teach him how to make good decisions. Because I've read psychologically our brains, the way they're wired, there's this thing in our brain called the prefrontal cortex. It's the part that makes the decisions or chooses what thoughts we're going to latch onto and how we're going to make our decisions. And from age 3 to 7, that is being shaped. And so kids, toddlers, throw fits because they don't know how to control. They're learning how to, that's the right choice, that's the right option, that's the right attitude. And so I taught him, I sat him back in his chair, said, "No, you're going to eat this." And after about 5 minutes, we got him to eat his oatmeal. Well, guess what? At about age 11 or 12, at the pubescent age or at puberty, we go through the same thing again. Our prefrontal cortex is learning how to control ourselves, how to make good decisions. And the reality is, like my son, often when it comes to education, we throw these fits. And we just kind of throw down this attitude like, "No, school's boring. Homework, I don't want to do it. I want to go hang out with my friends. I want to be on Facebook." And we make these little snap decisions based on our emotions. And what I want to tell you is this. It is time in your life to take control and to say, "You know what? I'm going to wire my brain to make sacrifices. I'm going to start saying, you know what? No, I'm going to choose to like hard work. I'm going to choose to like to make sacrifices because I know where it's going to take me." Listen, I believe every one of you can wire your brain to not be the person that says, "School's boring." You can wire your brain to say, "I'm getting education. Like Coach Sam, I'm learning, I'm growing. I'll gladly give up this party, this event, because I know payday is coming." See, listen, every one of you is just one sacrifice away from raising that grade, raising your GPA, of going where you want to go. and being the student you want to be. Listen, you're going to upgrade your whole education in this 1 week. Good luck.